Welcome back everyone. You're watching the training week from February 10th, where it was a light week. From the massive week before, I thought it was going to be good to take a break, get some recovery in, to ideally come back fresh the following week. So as you saw, the highlights we still had some highlights, so I couldn't stop myself from doing releases entirely. I managed to stop myself from doing any forwards releases, but I gave that layout Gaylord 2 a go from Top Change. So if you're just after the big stuff, you'll see that on Monday and Saturday. Otherwise, there's not any releases or anything too exciting going on this week. Played around with some stomach kabooms because the stomach kaboom replicates Gaylord, or if you half out, it'll replicate Pagan exactly like the amount of flip on high bar. And since we've identified that my main problem in Pagan is that I kick out too early, if I can get good at that stomach kaboom, I'll even better replicate what the amount of somersault of a Pagan is compared to just doing that beach ball from my back half out to my stomach. But I've never been good at those stomach kabooms. So I started off just doing some taps on the Monday, and I wanted to take it really light the whole week, but I just could not stay away from those releases. And sometimes when you take the pressure off yourself, you feel really nice and light and free. It's like, oh, I don't have to do anything terrifying today. And that puts you in like a very nice mood, so that you don't even mind doing something a little bit terrifying. And that's where I was at, because that connection will be 0.2, but if you look at my knees through the tap, they bend. So it's insane the amount of difference it is going from a tuck half to a layout half. You need a lot more power, and my heels kind of clip the pad on the bar. But the knees through the bottom, even if you do that from a stoop half and get 0.2 more total for that stoop half Gaylord 2 connection, I'm going to lose 0.3 on the knees right there. So it's going to take quite some work to get that with straight knees. And speaking on that, I thought, it's a bit hairy, a bit unrealistic, extremely difficult if I'm going to put stoop half like third skill in my routine on high bar. So I thought, well, hold on a second. What if I just start with it? Because if I start with a stoop half, then do a tucked Gaylord 2, whether it's connected or not, it's only 0.1 difference. Then I can do my, Gaylord release after that. So I could do a pike Gaylord, maybe even a tuck Gaylord. Pagan for fourth skill, that's a bit unrealistic as I am, but who knows, for the future, possibly. So I'm thinking about that, starting with the stoop half, doing a tuck Gaylord 2, and then flowing straight into the Gaylord releases after that. What do you say? I reckon that's the best stoop half of my life so far. Just a wee bit on the crooked side still, but very close to handstand. And something in that left arm, I don't think my left hand should be coming entirely off the bar. I should kind of hold on to it a bit and keep pulling through for longer. So I'm a bit out of touch with that left hand during the skill, and that's going to be what I'm going to start paying more attention to. Maintaining a little bit of Yamawakis for fun, because if I ever give stoop full a try, you got to give Wallstrom a try. And if you're not sure, Wallstrom is a Yamawaki with a full twist that got upgraded to a G in this cycle. That's insane. That's the same as a Casina for a full twist in Yamawaki. Too good to be true. But boy, do I look like an ape swinging that handle. Like, that's what a gorilla would look like, swinging on the one handle. A gorilla swinging the pommel. But hey, D flop, haven't done that one in a while. So if Team New Zealand ever needs me to do a nice little pommel horse routine, I might just be able to whip out a flop and a Magyar Salvado. But man, I had so much fun. Like, the pressure was off, no pagans, no connections, just relaxing, enjoying. I was like, man, I wish I could feel like this all the time. Having you play on the spindle and you'll see me smack that exact same part of my knee that I injured like a month or so ago on the last turn, and then I smacked it on the leather on pommel horse like a couple of weeks ago, and now again, damn, that hurt a lot right here. Boom, the same knee, the same spot. It's like Murphy's Law, right? Is that what it's called when you have like a small injury, and then if you're walking up the steps and you have like a sore toe, it's going to be that exact toe that you're going to whack walking up the steps. I think that's Murphy's Law. Then another minor issue, because I spent a lot of time playing around with this flick flack, even through some double tucks, trying to close those shoulders, and I exceeded my my quota, because right at the end I just did a couple extra ones from hurdle and got quite the sharp pain in my wrist. And then this week I did some round off flick flacks. Just did one round off flick on a Monday and I felt it again, so I'm gonna need to take some time off flick flacks. Like that right there was a bit painful, but luckily I was still able to do some bar. And there again, that left hand, you know, I'm thinking so much of pulling through and all this other stuff, I'm completely out of touch, unconscious of what my left hand is doing. So it wasn't too good on, we're probably sitting at Thursday here. That one was okay. But yeah, you know, like, such a nice feeling of ease and blissfulness, knowing that you just have a nice chill week. But of course you can't stay in that forever, because then you're going to wonder what might have been. You know, you can't just take it easy forever. You're not going to get anywhere. This week I've already started, like, I could tell that, yeah, it was a good idea to take a light week, because yesterday's or the day before that, Pagan Coleman popped off. I had a massive day again, but we'll discuss that when we watch it next week. So the journey to Pagan Coleman continues. This week was a nice light one. Probably the nicest tucked Gaylord 2 I've managed, and there you see me already thinking about what it feels like to do a Gaylord tap after the Gaylord 2. Another few reps, doing the layout. As that is, like, those knees are going to get, I mean, if I'm lucky, a 1, likely a 3, so as it is, it's not worth, and plus the effort it takes is just insane. Like, it looks good and the distance is good. I'm doing a good job judging the distance. You know, every single one is pretty much on the bar, but it's like Coleman versus Casino. The amount of extra energy you have to put into it is like, you know, you're going at full throttle. So I don't do many Colemans these days, because I've just been doing them from Pagan, and you know, it is completely different feel. Got a nice little butt splitter once again, and that one hit big. Like, that was a big hit at the bottom. But yeah, so revisited some Colemans, did a little jump catch to finish things off with the nice feet together, and finished the day off, the week off, with some P-bar, and I think I did some, tried to see how high I can swing on rings. Lots of giant Diami drills this week. Didn't go for the full thing at all. Just trying to get that twist initiation as efficient as possible. And yeah, you know, if I'm enjoying training so much more without having to worry about big, scary high bar releases, it's a sign that my relationship with those big releases could be better. You know, I'm putting too much pressure on myself. From one standpoint, like, it's, you know, it's a good thing, because I'm, you know, making sure that I'm moving towards my goals, my dreams. But could I make it less of a pressured thing? Could I enjoy it more? I'm sure I could, you know. So always continuing to seek a training state which is more and more conducive, more and more fun. But yeah, I don't know, you know, sometimes there's a battle, there's a war, and sometimes you have to be a warrior. I don't know if there's such a thing as just happy chappy all the time. And that was the week. Nice and light. Inward feeling strong. Cross starting to hurt the elbows, but inward feeling a bit stronger. So let's see how high these swings are going as we close out the week. Thanks for watching. All the best till next time. Patreon's much appreciated. The Japan Juniors project is up in action, so I'm gonna put that on the Patreon one bit at a time. Till next time.